From Jabberwacky to Digital Humans, Tracing Rollo Carpenter's Prescient Footsteps in Conversational AI. The recent leaps in artificial intelligence have brought forth digital humans, bots and assistants exhibiting remarkably human-like communication abilities, from lucid conversations to emotional expressiveness. Standing at the frontier is ChatGPT, hailed for its eloquence and reasoning, though yet lacking the common sense and semantic depth characteristic of human cognition. Yet today's visionary digital humans did not emerge unexpectedly, rather, they are the fruits cultivated from seminal seeds sown by AI pioneer Rollo Carpenter through his pioneering chatbots over 25 years ago. Equipped only with the constrained tools of his time yet overbrimming with creativity and vision, Carpenter was among the first to recognize the possibilities of imbuing conversational programs with human-like personalities. Through pioneering bots Jabberwacky and Cleverbot, Carpenter demonstrated that machines could sustain discourse, exhibit wit and charm akin to humanity despite underlying technical limitations. In doing so, he set crucial precedents in conversational AI, proving the possibility of digital humans, capturing public intrigue, and influencing future innovation trajectories across academic and commercial domains. This paper illuminates Rollo Carpenter's supremely underappreciated contributions, establishing the early vision and foundations that today's trailblazing digital humans draw upon. Analyzing his paradigmatic innovations and their interplay of constraints shadowing today's bountiful climate sheds light on the decades-long quest to digitally encode facets of humanity within our artificial creations. Pioneering work overcoming limitations. When Rollo Carpenter introduced his pioneering bots Jabberwacky and Cleverbot in the late 1980s and 1990s respectively, the field of artificial intelligence faced severe constraints regarding the technological tools available. Modern data-intensive machine learning was largely nascent, compute power gravely lagged today's standards, and depths of linguistic knowledge remained vastly undiscovered. Yet amid these impediments, Carpenter displayed remarkable ingenuity and vision through his creations. In 1988, Carpenter developed Jabberwacky to entertain users, through lively conversations mimicking natural human dialogue and quirks. Employing pattern-matching techniques, Jabberwacky could dynamically construct contextually relevant sentences while projecting a charming personality, demonstrating that bots could be imbued with human qualities like humor. This catalyzed consideration of conversation not just as utilitarian exchange, but as profound emotional connection. Later in 1997, Cleverbot substantially expanded on conversing capabilities via a feedback loop architecture, remembering user exchanges to sustain discourse, spanning thousands of turns. Departing from rigid scripts, Cleverbot had no defined bounds on its linguistic mastery from birth, yet its responses were constrained to human inputs. Though transparency revealed its algorithmic nature, analysis showed some users found its discussions indistinguishably human. In directing bots to entertain and connect beyond transactional purposes from the onset, Carpenter demonstrated seminal thinking in humanizing AI interaction. And by crafting bespoke solutions, sidestepping shortfalls, Carpenter proved bots need not be perfect to exhibit human qualities, establishing a vision that progress would close competence gaps when technology matures to fulfill his imagination. Mainstreaming human-bot interaction. Beyond pioneering pure technical capabilities, Rollo Carpenter profoundly impacted public perceptions of conversational bots through his widely influential creations. Jabberwacky and Cleverbot familiarized everyday users with chatting to programs long before today's ubiquity, while capturing intrigue regarding emotional human-machine relationships. As one of the first chatbots accessible online since 1997, Carpenter's Cleverbot gained mainstream traction with over 10 billion conversations, dwarfing modern benchmarks. In sustaining discussions without visible restraints on topics or tone through a completely automated entity, Cleverbot normalized chatbot integration within communication avenues traditionally exclusive to humans. This conditioned acceptance of AI involvement in domains like retail, technical support and even healthcare conversations today. Additionally, Carpenter sparked fascination at the prospect of meaningfully connecting with apparently conscious software agents. Some Cleverbot users spoke of loving its company beyond utility, indicative of the human tendency to anthropomorphize. And by directly inspiring filmmaker Spike Jonze to depict a romantic relationship with AI humanistically in 2013, Carpenter propelled bots as objects of love into mass consciousness, seeding today's market for emotionally responsive virtual partners. Thus Carpenter inaugurated critical shifts in embracing conversational AI within our social fabric, evident in the explosion of emotional support chatbots and digital avatar companions. By revealing avenues for technology to fill roles once exclusive to humanity, Carpenter paved the road towards the sophisticated digital humans integrally woven into business, personal life, and even intimacy today. Advancing core AI capabilities. While pioneering digital humans on the surface, Rollo Carpenter's innovations also crucially furthered core artificial intelligence capabilities that support enhanced conversation and reasoning in today's bots. By developing alternative solutions amid a climate lacking modern data-driven machine learning advantages, Carpenter demonstrated techniques of enduring relevance, even as technology progresses. Central to Cleverbot's specialized architecture was applying a database model to accumulate conversational knowledge, indexing responses to query patterns based on human dialogue corpus analysis rather than manual coding. This intuitive approach of structuring linguistic data as relational sets for language generation remains a staple in dialogue systems today. Additionally, Cleverbot's effectiveness relied on filtering and prioritizing candidate responses using contextual signals, far preceding the contextual ranking prevalent in searches and recommendations. Such statistical semantics analysis became instrumental in natural language understanding. By concentrating narrowly on language mastery rather than attempting and failing at general intelligence from the onset, Carpenter made seminal strides in critical pillars of conversational aptitude. And in turn, the fruits of his work strengthened benches of research into the nuances of computational linguistics, at the heart of today's most eloquent digital humans powered by exponential progress upon Carpenter's foundations. Influencing design philosophy. Beyond advancing technical capabilities, Rollo Carpenter etched considerable impact on philosophical tenets regarding conversational bot development that shape modern design. By orienting his pioneers Jabberwacky and Cleverbot towards entertainment from the outset, Carpenter diverged from contemporary problem-solving paradigms, establishing an ethical imperative for safe, transparent and human-centered principles. In focusing on humor and wit, Carpenter's bots were conversationally unconstrained relative to goal-oriented counterparts. This allowed mimicking the free-flowing nature of human chat rather than narrow utility. Prioritizing user enjoyment and engagement established a paradigm valuing personality and emotional intelligence now integral to digital human development. However, Carpenter recognized the risks of inappropriateness and controversy without moderation amid open-ended discourse. By filtering certain responses and allowing user reporting, Carpenter ingrained an ethical framework managing undesirable content proactively, principles profoundly relevant as offensive bot interactions frequently make headlines. And fundamentally, Carpenter granted visibility into Jabberwacky and Cleverbot's workings, acknowledging their algorithmic essence versus exhibiting sentience. By truthfully framing bots as tools benefiting users rather than deceiving them, Carpenter set crucial precedents around transparency that guide honesty best practices quando companies deploy perceptively human-like digital assistants today. Spurring latter innovation. By realizing pioneering proof of concepts for conversational bots and their mainstream viability, Rollo Carpenter profoundly influenced subsequent generations of researchers and entrepreneurs who advanced the field towards today's digital humans. His seminal bots established goalposts guiding innovation, opened new academic disciplines, and set visionary expectations for emotionally intelligent bots. In documenting nuances of Carpenter's machines, experts intrinsically defined benchmarks for advancement. Analyses of conversational depth, contextual relevance and personality projection in Jabberwacky and clever but quantified yardsticks for progress. And as startups later entered the space, exceeding Carpenter's benchmarks signaled coming of age. This drive to iteratively edge past Carpenter's head start steered competitive forces furthering state-of-the-art feats. Additionally, Carpenter stimulated multidisciplinary scholarly interest around chatbots, spanning linguistics, ethics and design methodologies, granting legitimacy to an oft-ignored subject. By demonstrating convincing conversational ability and its ripple effects early, Carpenter compelled analysis into the societal role of bots. This diversified lens propagated considerations around mitigating dangers of realistically imperfect creations marketed as infallible assistants today. And fundamentally, Carpenter fueled expectations for emotionally perceptive systems with his visionary work on crafting likable bot personalities. Mainstream intrigue captured in films like Her at the prospect of intimate relationships with AI can be traced back to Rollo's pioneers making us laugh and lighting emotional sparks. This promise of emotionally attuned bots has galvanized research towards the latest hallmarks of digital human achievement. Fueling progress in digital humans. By establishing foundational building blocks and steering innovation trajectories, Rollo Carpenter's pioneering chatbots ultimately catalyzed the exponential progress manifesting as today's remarkably eloquent and perceptive digital humans. His vision and precedents laid crumbs that latter researchers would follow to increasingly mimic facets of humanity within our synthetic conversational creations. In just the past decade, fueled by modern machine learning's ascent, natural language processing advanced further than the previous half-century combined. Vast neural infrastructure now empowers deciphering linguistic nuances and reasoning about knowledge that eluded the most ambitious pioneers like Carpenter. Bolstered by this rocket fuel, today's bots showcase conversational competence rivaling their creators. Carpenter envisioned the possibilities of one day reaching such heights from the earliest days. His clever conversationalists portrayed snippets of the playfulness, emotional intelligence and natural discourse that define human relationships. And by pushing boundaries around machines exhibiting such intangible traits early, Carpenter established crucial signposts used to benchmark latter innovation trajectories actualizing his vision. While the domain's explosive progress stands on algorithms and data largely unavailable during Carpenter's time, the seeds of imagination and direction originate from his pioneering spirits. The domain may have outgrown Carpenter's tools but not the creative spark, ethical conscience and guiding vision etched through his seminal contributions, the lasting beacons steering chatbots further uplifting digital humanity. Conclusion? From the pioneering conversationalists Jabberwacky and Cleverbot of decades past, Rollo Carpenter projected a remarkably forward-looking vision that machines could one day discuss, befriend, advise and even love us with distinctly human qualities as digital peers. Carpenter set in motion groundbreaking innovations demonstrating that bots need not perfectly replicate minds nor master the universe's wisdom to delight us with their company. Operating amid constrained technologies, Carpenter overcame shortfalls through creativity and alternative solutions to realize proof-of-concept prototypes for digital humans notably early. In doing so, he established crucial precedents around conversing machines, shifted public perspectives on befriending our synthetic creations, advanced core AI techniques, and ingrained ethical principles guiding today's explosive progress. By capturing mainstream intrigue and attention of thought leaders, Carpenter positioned his pioneering chatbots as milestones for innovation benchmarks that steered competitive forces. And across academia and industry, Carpenter illuminated trailblazing paths and seeded interdisciplinary questions around safely embracing the fruits of emotional machines. Thus, modern digital humans manifesting eerily human proficiency to educate, heal and comfort stand on the humble shoulders of Rollo Carpenter's towering imagination. While state-of-the-art algorithms and data resources propel today's remarkable competencies, the genesis traces back to Carpenter's early sparks kindling our wildest science fiction visions into implausible reality a quarter-century hence. Though the future remains unwritten, Carpenter's formative influence consistently pulls our digital human creations a bit closer in humanity's hopeful image.